Jokester here, bringing another episode of Skyfactory3. We are up to episode 13, and we are going to work on a few things today. Mostly, we're going to check out a new mod called Reborn Storage. But before we get into that, I got a couple of things that I want to do. I'm standing over here where we generated our GP. I need this to fly, so I'm going to have that on. And I made this a few blocks taller. So if you recall, this level down here was where we inset the water mills, right? So then I built up another layer and set another one and another one and another one. And let me just show you the new pattern. I mentioned that I might go back and retweak the pattern. And so I'm going to make some more of those water mills. And I'm going to need 8 more, please. 1, 2. So while that's crafting, I want to just say that Zelnut, congratulations, you were the 15th. He'll know what that means. All right, let's grab some buckets here. I think I am going to need 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this is the pattern that I have come up with. I have come up with kind of a, what is this? A diamond pattern, I guess. And so, yeah, that's a diamond pattern. Absolutely. And so we need 1 bucket in the middle, a little bit lower. And so that starts generating 8 on some, 4 on the others. And then if we put a next bucket, let's get some of these out of here and put the rest of these. All right. So if we put that there, now that's generating 16. And we put another one here. And we put another one here. And we put another one here. Now most of these are generating 16. The ones on the very end are only generating 15. I'm okay with that. I don't need to worry about it. I'm up to 372, right? Because I have multiple layers here, each one being 1 layer thick, and then I just build another layer on top of here and start all over. So yeah, so I can just continually expand on up. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to do. Now I want to it's kind of a closure to that generating GP, right? So I want to take a look at this book, and we haven't looked at this in a couple episodes, and so let's go back here and just take a real quick check and see. There's a couple things I want to get to, and so Solium Dagger, I did actually make that, right? And we didn't do this on camera, but I would just want to explain to you that you can see I've actually used this, and this is fairly simple recipe. It's just a solium ingot, which is the solium dust, which is prudentium, we know that, and soul dust is just cooked soul sand. So it's pretty straightforward. You hit mobs and you get these chunks. And depending on what you hit, so if I hit sometimes you'll get these experience, but if I hit a zombie, I'll get a tier 1. If I hit a spider, I get a tier 3. If I hit a creeper, I get a tier 3 as well. And those are all that I did. I just sort of hit my mob farm. And so experience chunks, you can, let me, hold on. Okay, let me click down here. Now we hit U, and I can make experience seeds. That's to make experience, or I can make bottles of enchanting. We have plenty of that. I'm not too worried about that. But if we look at, let's say the tier 2, right? So you can take any tier 1 and bump it up accordingly. And so I made some pig chunks, right, with a tier 2. So I converted over the tier 1, upgraded it to a tier 2, made this, and then I can make some pig seeds, and that makes me some pork, which is awesome. So that's ultimately what these are for. If you check out a tier 4 mob chunk, you want to get them to their generic mob chunks first instead of the specific ones like a spider or a zombie and so on, and you can then turn those into other things like a blaze, a ghast, enderman, and so on, right? So that's what that is. All right, so I did do that. Sorry I didn't do that on camera, but hopefully you understand that how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and check that off. But we crafted the master infusion crystal. That's over in my crafter right now. Supremium armor, we just did that. Now we can fly with it, right? And of course fly and angel block and travel nether, all that. So this guy is interesting. This is an achievement that says jump off the platform, die, at the very bottom, so that your grave is there. Then hop in a boat and jump off again in the boat and land on your grave. That's what the Reddit seems to think it is. I don't get it. I don't know why. This must have reference to something, but we haven't done that yet. So we haven't done the beneath, but we're ready. We've got the setup to do that. We've done the end, killed the ender dragon, got this, got the elytra, and we haven't done this. We haven't hatched a dragon egg and trained it. So we haven't done any automatic sieving, right? Those two. We haven't done any reactors. We have done 1,000. We had, now this is under the turbine, or I'm sorry, the reactor, but it is under the generic power section, so I'm going to go ahead and count that. And then so we have done 1,000, we have done 10,000, we haven't done 100,000 RF per tick. Because remember, each one of these are 5, right? No, I didn't want that. How about if we take those? There we go. Each one of these are 5,120, so that's roughly 24,080. Is how much we're generating. So we're good. We're right there. We haven't done any environmental tech. We will. That's all good. So level up a Tinker's Tool. I have done that. And this is interesting. Add a diamond hammer. So let's do that. Let's do that. So if we do a diamond, I just so happen to have one. I have made that. And let's add that. So what it's saying is add a diamond hammer to a pickaxe. And I have modifiers. It does take a modifier. So I have 4 modifiers on this. So if I do this, what it does is it adds this smashing. So it allows you to use, I believe, this as a hammer. That's my guess. That's my guess. So let's try it out. Let's try it out real quick. How does it know? I mean, how would it know? Actually, I just grabbed one, which is good. And I want to save that cobble in there for some other reason. But how would it know? Yeah, look at that. It just turned that into gravel. So now every time I mine cobble, it's going to turn it into gravel, which actually isn't a bad thing. But that's cool. That's cool. So now you know. Now you know. Okay. Craft an unbreakable Tinker's Tool. We have that in our farmer right over there. So we're good to go with that. And craft a melee Tinker's weapon that does more than 20. Now, that's why I have this guy in here. Remember, we were close. We're 19.25 when it's in my main hand. 19.25 is so close. But what if we were to make it out of manulin, or however we pronounce that? So let's make this sword blade. We will come over here, wait for it, and we are done. Give that to me. And if we were to put this on here, then, oh, not that one, this one. We now have 20.37. Yay! We're still sticking with our 34, sorry. So now we have gotten that achievement. Sweet. And then a 90 or more damage? Yeah, not yet. Okay, so this is Blood Magic. This is Botania. We're going to be getting into that. Draconic stuff. We haven't really done much of this. We have a few things that we haven't done, but we have that are on here. We have done a few things like the Charm of Dislocation. We haven't resurrected one of the dragons yet. So jump between 2 tamed dragons while in midair while both are flying. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so we have done that. We haven't done any of this. We haven't infused any, and I think that's about all I have. I don't have a 16 by 16. Fill a quantum storage unit with anything. So what I was thinking about doing is quantum storage. Oh, so there's another cool. So remember our deep storage units? So I was looking in deep, and there's nothing really there except for this deep storage label. And I'm like, wait a minute, simple labels. So let's take a look at simple labels. And those have a vast storage unit. It's different than the other one that we just saw, right? So this guy uses weighted pressure plates and blocks of iron and so on. I want to see how much it holds. And so let's just check this out. We should be able to make this, and then we're going to make the other one, which is what? The storage. I just totally forgot the name of it now. And hold on, right there. The quantum storage. There we go. Quantum storage. So I've already gone through the only hard part, right? This machine chest is these obsidian chests. These obsidian chests are a diamond chest surrounded by obsidian. I haven't made that, so I just went through and made all this and made all the way up to obsidian chests, and so we should have everything ready to go for. So we have a quantum storage unit, and we have a vast storage unit. So let's take a look at these two and see what they are. And we might as well go ahead and place them over here kind of close to where we're going to use them. So let's investigate both of these. So this is the vast storage unit. I cannot right click. There's no interface. This one, as we know, the quantum storage unit does have an interface. And so, okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. I like the interface. I don't know how much this stores. I'd have to look that up. But this guy stores a whole heck of a lot. Now, what I would love to do is I would love to see, we have 10 stacks of 64. I think we might have enough. I think we might have enough in here. We're only shooting for 9 quadruple compressed. That's all we need. No, sorry, 10. 10 quadruple compressed. Now we have 10 stacks of 64 quadruple compressed. So we're good. We're good to go. So what I want to do is, for that achievement, I just want to take some of the cobble. So give me one of these cobble. I'm going to put that in here kind of to lock it. All right. So now it locks it as cobble. And so the only thing this can pull out then is cobblestone. It won't pull out compressed or double compressed or triple or quadruple. So we should be good to go. So we set this here. And now it's going to fill up. I can put speed upgrades in here. It's probably going to need it because this should be filling up faster than it's getting it. So that'll be working through here, and it's probably even just coming from here. So what I probably want to do is rotate these two backwards, right? But I'll need my, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good measure. Why not? And then so what we're going to do is we're going to switch these two. And so that will then fill this up quite a bit, or I should say it'll bring them all back into here, and there'll be plenty in here to fill this up. So we'll just let that go. This will probably take a long time. I mean, a long time. And we'll definitely want speed upgrades on here. But yeah, it'll be cranking along. And we'll just check that every once in a while. And I'm going to throw these in here for right now, for later. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. So that is everything that I want to do. I'm going to put this back in there, and I'm going to kind of lay this out. So the next thing is the quantum storage. What I talked about is not quantum storage, the Reborn Storage. All right, so let's take a look at this mod. So this is brand new. So there's your Reborn packs, and there are different mods. But if we look at just the Reborn Storage, it includes 4 guys. And so what we have is a frame. We have a heat conductor. We have a crafting CPU. And storage. Let's look at the recipe. So this is 1 improved processor. Yes, it has to do with refined storage and just some quartz enriched iron and gold. We have a heat conductor, which is basic processor and quartz enriched iron. We have a crafting CPU, another basic processor, and some miscellaneous other stuff. And lastly, this is the expensive one. This is the crafting storage. We have construction cores, and we have improved processors. So plus a 1K storage part. So what we need is we need to make a structure that looks like this. And this is not just pretty, it is laid out how we need to do it, because I had to figure it out. It was quite interesting. Now, everything that is in this chiseled cobblestone represents the heat conductor. So these have to be heat conductors right here, and I'm going to mine all those. And so what that did was it just pulled every single one of them, and actually, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. So I took a stack of every single one of them, and what was left over, so I've already written them down, so we'll be fine. But ultimately, there are we're going to need, of these cooling ones, we're going to need 54 of them, because there were all but 10 that were used up. So 54 of these for our structure, right, that we used. Okay. Then we have in the white part in here. So if I were to just show you that it goes all the way through. Okay. So it's a 3 by 3 by 3 grid in the structure. This goes all the way up to 16 by 16 by 16 is the largest you can make of this structure. And so each one of those then, those are your CPUs or storage, either one. So either your crafting CPUs or storage. And what storage is how many. So what this whole mod is all about is right here. It's a multi-block crafter. And so the storage, this here equates to how many patterns we can store. This crafting CPU, think of it as representing your speed upgrades. It's not 1-to-1, of course. It's basically how many it can do in parallel. And there's not a 1-to-1 ratio of that either. So ultimately, the more of these, the faster your crafting is going to be. And then lastly is the heat conductor, right? That has just, it's part of the multi-block. And then this here, what's left over is the cobblestone. That's your crafting frame. So that's what we have to make. All right. So this structure, I'm going to leave this, and we'll use that kind of as a frame of reference. So we need to start making some of these. So in the crafting frame, I need 44 of these guys. So let's see how many we can make. I've already pre-made a bunch of those processors, and so hopefully, yeah. So we are out of quartz enriched iron. So recipe, there we go. There's the key I'm looking for. I know I already have a recipe for that, but that's okay. We don't need that right now. So we're up to 31. So we need 13 more. Oops, one extra. That's okay though. I always do that. Something about my clicker finger. All right, so the next thing is we need 27 CPUs or crafting storage. So I don't think I need a ton of CPUs. I'm gonna make. Remember that was the 9x9 or sorry 3x3x3 grid in the center. So I don't know. Let's make maybe 7 of those, and then we'll make the rest 20 of the storage. I don't know. We'll have to adjust. We actually need to make a whole bunch of these, right? Because we haven't done this yet. So, so let's make. If we make 20, we're gonna need 40 of these. So let's do 40, and then we're also gonna need a whole bunch of these. And so let's see how many we can make of these before we run out of something like silicon. So we just need 20 of them. That's looking pretty good. Oh, and we're probably gonna need these guys. And 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. We should have enough. Let's just try it. Yes. Sweet. Okay. So there's our 27 total for that. That's our 3x3x3. And then we're going to need 54 of the coolings. So these aren't too bad, but we're probably going to run out of iron bars. So let's just make a whole bunch of those. Because we're going to need, I think, well, there was 4 of them in there. Yeah, at least less than 4 stacks. So I just made 4 stacks. So that should be good. And we ran out of more quartz enriched iron. That's all good. Let's make a whole bunch of that. And back to this. All right. And we are up to, we need 54 of these guys. Oh, we are finally out of those. Okay, so we need more processors. Let's craft another 64 of those, and we are missing those guys. Yes, I haven't automated these yet, so let me grab some iron, and I will cook these up. And what I need to do is, you know what? Let's do that right now. Let's do that together on camera. And so, not this one, we need this one here. So let us, iron. Hold on, I'm looking for it. How about processor? Can I do that? Processor. Nope, I cannot. Because it's not called a processor. Yes, it is. All right, so let's do that in here. Grab this, take this downstairs, put this right in here. All right, beautiful. And then we should be able to say, make me 64 of these. Watch this. It's the importer that's taking so long because I bet it's already done cooking. Oh, I see. It's the exporter getting it here. Okay, yeah. So this guy. So what we can do is put speed upgrades in here, and that'll help that out. So let's do that. Speed. Do I have any? I do. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Let's help you out here, bud. Here we go, and we're done. I could also put a stack upgrade in there. I'm not that worried about it. Okay. Processor. Now these are going to take a little bit longer to make. So give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, we should have enough now. We should have enough to continue on. That guy right there. Yes, crafting frame. Wait a minute. Yes, crafting frame. Why did I think I was out of... Oh, these guys. This is what I need right here. Cooling. Thank you. Okay, I'm back where we were. All right. Hasn't been even that long, so we need 54 of these. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we have enough. Let's go. Let's try it out. So the first thing is that we need, so what I did was this is a 5 by 5 by 5 outer grid. All right, so let's get rid of this and we'll recreate the 5 by 5. Look at that, turned it into gravel. I don't know if I'm going to like that or not. We'll see. All right, so our crafting frame then, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, right? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I have one too many. Okay, let's get this basic frame laid out. And now, so the odd thing is that you can't just right click on this because it says machine is too small. So you have to shift the whole time, which is just a little obnoxious. It's not the end of the world, but one more too many, right? Or one too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that was good. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. All right. So I'm holding Shift and Spacebar at the same time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm too high. There we go. Oop, right there. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We're salsa dancing. Okay. There we go. And lastly, right here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's cool. Now, in all the sides and the bottom, it has to have these things. Okay, so don't forget about that. That's always easy to forget about. Right there. Okay, and then you can start putting in your crafting CPUs. Again, have to hold down Shift. And it doesn't matter what way these go, but there can be no empty space in here. Okay, that's key. Cannot have any empty space. And for those of you familiar with AE2's multi-block crafting structure, it's identical from what I understand. Oh, not that. I need that one right there. At least they break quick. That's really nice. Shift again. And lastly is every non-frame has to be one of these cooling blocks, okay? And I'll need these right here, and you cannot use the builder's wand on it. I already tried. None of this works. Or it doesn't work using a builder's wand because you have to hold down Shift. Even holding down Shift with the builder's wand didn't work. Okay, we should be able to right-click on this now, and now we have this many spot for crafting recipes. And this. And this. And this. Oh, this is awesome. I haven't actually built one of these yet. Oh, look at this. 6 pages, 7 pages, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, wow. We might have a lot. We might have plenty of recipes. So I can take every single one of them in the standard crafters and put them in there. But we also have to connect them up. So let's connect them up. So cable. So I don't know how I'm going to need. Let's just take them all. I probably want to do this underground. No, I can have this going straight across here, but frankly, I have a crafter right there. And so I can just run it underneath, and it won't be too far away, right? Or I could run it from over here. That might not be bad either. And in theory, all I have to do is just, it's probably going to be right there. Yeah, so that's in theory all I have to do. Can't quite reach that. There we go. And let's go, yeah, right there. Okay, let's just go this way. And let's get that one. And lastly is there. Now, the question is that active? I don't know if there's a way to tell. So we shall see. We shall see. There we go. Okay, so we guess it's active. So let's put a recipe in there and see. Let's put one for our, I don't know what I want next. I don't need any more of that right now. That's probably all going to be pulled out. There's patterns for that. Machine frame? Yeah, let's make a machine frame. Let's take one of those. Doesn't really matter which one, but I kind of want to test it out. Okay, so we just need a machine frame. Let's see if it shows up here. Machina frame. Okay, this one right here. Good. I don't know. Let's do 10 of them. Ready? All good? Oh, wow, that was quick. Okay, I like it. I like it. So let's go back over here and pull it back out and do some tests. And let's just see how quick it is in a normal crafter. Was this one. Let's put it back in here and see how quick that was. So, machine frame. There it is. Okay, Control Shift and left click. Make 10 of them and go. It was pretty quick too. Okay, let's do something more involved. How about these are all pretty straightforward if we have the materials. So none of those are particularly hard. I'm trying to think of something that's real complex. I know, capacitors, but that might have to cook things. I don't know. Let's try it. All right, capacitor. Let's make, have I made these? Oh, I haven't even made them yet. Oh, you're killing me. All right, I have made these, but these aren't anything special. So it's not like these are that hard anyway. Okay. Okay. All right. So we saw how quick that was. A couple seconds. Right? It was this one that had it in there. So let's take this guy out. We'll go put it over here. See if it's any faster. Because, we do have seven CPUs in there. And so in theory, it should be faster. Capacitor. So we'll do that same thing again. Give me 64 of these. We'll use them. Let's try that again. I had a Windows update pop up in front of me. Thank you, Windows. Love when you do that. Let's try that again. I wasn't able to see. I don't think that's any faster. Okay. I mean, that's good. That's good. But the great thing is I can take every single one of these and move them over. How much more room do I have? One. Okay, let's go over here and let's put them all in there. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, let's dump some of these blocks off and let's get those in there. That one's gone. I don't need any of these anymore. And my buckets, I definitely want to put on me. Okay, so let's grab some more. By the way, you might have seen this last episode. So this exporter in here is when I want to dump my eggs. So this set with compare damage, no. Compare in between, no. And compare or dictionary, no. Will get most of the chicken eggs. The standard non-vanilla chicken eggs. It'll get every single one of them but the water egg for some reason. Even though, or see the 4972 versus 6040. All the rest of the eggs have a 6040 except for the water egg. And so, and I would assume it might be like the lava egg as well. Might have a different one. But, so I need to put both of those in. So when the eggs get too much, right, and so I start to see 4%, all I have to do is come over here and just turn this on. And so now you'll see it just starts dumping all my eggs. And you can see they're just working their way down. It's just cranking and it's dumping out all the eggs in my system. Now I could have a permanent solution if I wanted to, but what I found is that if I can come in here and sometimes they crossbreed. And so I'll see like, a lime, like the lime egg is, or the lime chicken egg. I haven't made a lime chicken. So there's eggs in there. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I could make a lime chicken egg if I wanted to. So anyway, that's what that's all about. Okay, let's let that cruise. And let's put all these in there, and let's get my food back, which is, no, it did win there. Okay. Right? Or, I don't know. I swear I had, oh, there it is. Okay, that confused me. All right. I like it. I like it. And so we should be all emptied. Here's all of our crafters. So now we have one great big multi-block right there. That's all filled up. And it's perpetually day. I love it. I like it. I like it. That's one of many, 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 many pages. 20 pages. Wow. Okay, I get it. So every single, that really, really, really helps. So Reborn, so that's your cue. Every single one of these crafting storage is a page. Okay, so I put in 20 of these crafting storage, therefore I have 20 pages. Okay. I don't know if crafting CPUs adding more will help out. I think it's for simultaneous crafting type of stuff, and I don't usually do that very often. Well, there definitely will be things, the very complex stuff, especially when we get into environmental tech. I think that'll help then. Okay, so let's take a look at this guy, see how we're doing. We have 9,000, definitely want speed upgrades. So let's do something with that. Oh, the other thing is, let me just show you this. So this was pretty cool the way we had it set up. I was able to fine tune it with how long the redstone was, right? And the further back it was, the higher up in the sky the sun was when it rotated around. But what I ended up doing is I just switched this to a moon, or the night sensor, right? Instead of a daylight, it's a nighttime sensor, and just ran one piece of redstone. I needed the redstone. I can't put it right up against it for whatever reason. And now it's just, whenever Minecraft says it's officially night is when it rotates. It's a lot simpler. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. All right, we want speed upgrades. So let's get some of those. Speed upgrades, we have 16 of them. That should be good enough for right now, or at least help it out quite a bit. I can only put 15, I think, in here, right? Maybe that's it. Yeah, there. That's good. That's a full round. So we should be able to have, yeah, that's going seemingly much faster. And we still have a ton of compressed cobblestone in here. It's coming in as fast as this guy will fill up. So what we might want to do is we might want to redirect some of this over, and let's do this here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And so that might be better to do this because it might get us more going in. And of course the speed upgrades are on that guy right there. What's going on here? Visual bug? Looks like it. Okay, good times. Good times. It doesn't know how to render any of that. Okay, good times. Yeah. Can I actually see that guy? It should be right there. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, how about if we remove this and then put it on there? Nope. It's definitely having problems rendering that. Alright, let me relog. I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, I don't know if it's a server thing, but yeah, it still has problems. Oh, now it's okay. There we go. Whew, scared me. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I do it this way or that way. It's this block right here for whatever reason. So I'll just connect it in there. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. We got plenty of time. We're up to 38,000 already. Okay, guys. That's pretty much it. We wanted to try this out. This is pretty neat. This is pretty neat. I'm very happy with it. I was starting to get flustered. Just when I started to get flustered that I'm going to have to start a second row here and have all these crafters, along come this big bad boy. We build it once and that should last us forever. I like it. I like it. Very cool. Good job, guys. And Raul, thank you very much for supporting that within your mod. We really appreciate that. That fixes a sore point. So we gotta go wrap up, guys. We gotta wrap up. It's time to go. Unfortunately, yeah. Well, but we had fun. We had a lot of fun. We got to check out some new mods. We got to do some cool, fun stuff. So hope you enjoyed the episode. I really enjoyed bringing it to you, and I'm enjoy checking out new mods. So I also appreciate all the support you guys have given me. The comments have been wonderful. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And I hope you have a good weekend. And I will catch you in the next one. All right. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.